You kick it off. Kick it off, Miss.
Bro,
The podcast, bro. We're live. Are we live? Episode 2. No Sal today. Just 2 Serhant boys back in the building. John Walsh, Jonathan Terriano. How we doing? First 2 weeks, Serhant?
Yeah.
You rich?
Yeah. Weeks. No, not rich yet. Actually, a lot poorer, actually. Just a lot of stuff going on and a lot of new bills. A lot of new stuff going on. And obviously, when you switch companies, a lot of your stuff is still with the previous company. So the transition's going to be,
Transition stuff.
Tough.
What do they say? You got to take 1 step back to go 2 steps forward?
Yeah, and we're taking 1 step back to take 10 steps forward on this.
Who says
one.
that?
Right.
Who quoted? Who's quoted?
Nostradamus.
This guy called
Zeus. By the way,
name?
this podcast is sponsored by Celsius.
Hit us up.
Where's
DM.
yours?
It's right here. It was so good.
John doesn't want to show his because he only drinks C4.
It was so good that I already drank it.
Like a-
how many
like a psychopath.
freaking, of those do you have a day, bro?
Bro, he was sitting outside with his wife the other day, looking at the neighbor's
I thought it was
house
gonna be a beer.
in the middle of Country
I thought it was
Village,
gonna be a
and I
beer.
see. That'd be normal if it was a beer or like a vodka on the rocks. Would be more normal than a C4.
seltzer.
Oh, me and my wife hanging out outside drinking a C4.
It's like
I know
7 p.m., bro.
I
who
know
does
the
that?
exact
Murderers.
the exact same. I mean, I know the exact thing that you're talking about. My post where I was scrolling like this, and it's her glass of wine.
And then
what was the caption? Like Long Beach or something?
No, East Ice or Country Village meets Brooklyn, because we were
Brooklyn,
sitting
on
out
the front.
on the front porch. It was actually in the grass, but it was awesome. It was just people walking by, dogs and everything.
Yeah,
Country Village life.
So, and then, let me ask you something. You drink that C4, you go back until you go to sleep.
So
This guy doesn't sleep, bro.
I have a
He
problem.
sleeps from 7 to 3.
So I have a problem. The first step is admitting you have a problem, right? So I do have a problem with crack.
C4.
AKA C4.
Clear that up, bro.
Let's clear that up. But it's basically liquid crack.
John Walsh just lost his real estate license.
So to be honest, I mean, in the morning, I like to take the powdered form. Mix it up. And then in the afternoon, I drink one, and it's crazy. Like if I drink it at 7 p.m., I mean, I could go to sleep at 8:30 or 9 p.m.
So you drink it like a child, you like the taste, like it's like a juice box.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it is, and it's part of just like my day, you know.
Fair. Do you drink coffee?
So I stopped drinking coffee for a while because I was drinking the C4s. So obviously that's probably not good for your heart.
Yeah, definitely not.
So I did stop. What I'm trying to do is cycle back into just an energy drink in the morning, a C4 in the morning, to go to the gym and get my day started right away, and then in the afternoon just do coffee. So to kind of wean it down a little bit. But one time I have to say I did feel like a bit of, I'll use it in a crackhead. Yeah. When I pulled up and Andrew was supposed to bring me a bottle of water, and it wasn't actually C4 powder then, it was the Bucked Up. You ever see that?
Yeah, that's just that's banned. You can't even sell that anymore.
He has tried every type of drink,
and they all like that. And that's why he can drink them like water bottles, because he's just immune.
My body's used to it. So he pulls up, and I'm like, "Oh, where's the water bottle? I got to put the powder." And he's like, "Oh, I forgot." And I was like, "Oh no!" And we were walking into it, and I was shot. It was 4 in the afternoon. I was already done. I took a scoop of it and literally put it in my mouth, and it was like the cinnamon challenge. You ever do that?
I do that every morning.
You do that every morning?
That's how I take it. I don't
really
challenge.
No, no. I wake up. I swear to God, I wake up. I set my alarm for 5:36. Snooze 2 or 3 times. I get up. Kitchen, I have ear left before I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And the first thing I do is I literally take a scoop of C4, chase it with water, and then I brush my teeth.
It doesn't as I'm drinking. It's
no, you can't swallow the powder before the water hits your mouth.
Oh, so you put in a little water and then you do.
What do I do? No, I do water.
Okay.
C4 water.
You don't use a cup.
So you do C4 also?
C4. Well,
he's a man.
This is what I was about to tell you. Not to go.
Man doesn't need
he's
that.
A man.
This podcast isn't straight up about pre-workouts, but I got a story. I was taking Nitroflex, which was like a pre-workout.
Okay.
One day I forget it, right? So they sell the cans at the gym. I'm taking 1 scoop. Some girl was at the counter. She's like, "Yeah, take it. It's good. It's the equivalent of 1 scoop." Bro, I took it. I swear to God, I broke out in hives. I was shaking in the gym, sweating. Had like hives with my neck down. My whole face was red. Like my friend's like, "Yo, what is?"
Did it
you
say
all right?
only drink half or something?
Bro, it was the equivalent of 4 scoops. I woke up and like one of the trainers was like, she was like an older woman. She's like probably like a part-time worker. She needs some side money, whatever. She don't know anything about the gym, fitness, or anything.
Way.
And so I asked the kid who's like the GM. He's like the trainer. I'm like, yo, in comparison to like I'm bugging out. In comparison to my normal 1 scoop, how much? 4 scoops, bro. You're supposed to sip that. Like, oh yeah. And I was bugging out. I didn't even work out. I don't think I literally had to go
That's
home
hard.
shower.
Bro, I would have gone harder at the gym after that.
No, there's
it was
a point. I had, I don't know if you know Red Line.
Yes.
Like, yeah, so that you have to drink half as well, and I didn't know at one point, and I drank the whole thing, and it was like, it was nausea, it was
It's that
spins,
bad.
it was,
Bro,
like, it was no good.
My face was like swollen. It was terrible. But let's get out the pre-workout.
Yeah, no more pre-workouts.
Yo.
Next week is Memorial Day already.
Is it?
It is. You're going on. Where the hell are you
Yeah,
going?
but I didn't know I was going away from Memorial
It's
Day.
going.
didn't know
Yeah,
that?
bro.
No.
Doesn't
Is that
that
why
make
it's
you
so expensive?
Doesn't that?
Or because you have like 5 people in your family.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make your life a little? That's why I'm going away. The last 2 or 3 years I've gone away from Memorial Day because it's like, there's a technically no. I mean Thursday maybe people work a half day. Friday close. Saturday, Sunday, Monday's the holiday. You get a couple days where maybe your phone doesn't ring. Where are you going?
Disney times like 3. Because we're.
I want to hear this.
Yeah. Well,
You kept saying
nice
step to add in a day, add a
family
day here.
vacation. You guys, wouldn't know anything about Disney.
I have a child. What are you talking about? My dog,
Whoa.
bro. My dog.
I'm like, what do we don't know here? Hold on. Is this
My
an
dog,
announcement?
bro.
So yeah, it started out as just a Disney cruise, the first cruise I'm ever going on, which is a total different story. But it was going to be, I believe, 4 nights, 5 days, nice and simple.
10 now.
And then all of a sudden, Steph was like, we really have to go a day early because God forbid, JetBlue cancellations. It's like, okay, that makes sense. The boat's not going to wait for you, so you should go a day early. Makes sense. Okay, now it's 5 to 6 days. Okay. Then it was like, all right, but when we get there too, like we should probably like get settled, maybe have a pool day. So we're gonna go 2 days before. Okay. Now we're like 6, 7, and it's like, and John, honestly, I think she's learning how to sell from me. Like she's getting really good at it, and like trying to make it like my idea. She's like, honestly, John, when you get off the boat, like, are you really gonna want to just go to the airport? Like, that's gonna be very tiring, right? So, we should add a day on. And then she's like, yeah, and the kids probably want to do like, Animal Kingdom, or actually, you want to do Harry Potter, right? That'll be cool.
got you.
So yeah, next thing you know, it's 9 days. So now it's 9 days, and to me, the last day before you actually leave, which is tomorrow for me, is kind of just like you're prepping for the vacay, you're finishing packing, you run into the store, you're getting stuff. You can't really work a full day. You're setting meetings to say like, oh, John, we have this deal together. Make sure like you stay in touch with this
Doing
guy. Doing a podcast. You got shit to do. So it's
so hard.
so it's really not like a work day. And then the day you come back, I mean, the next day you obviously have to take off. You're shot from being away for 9 days. So in my head, I'm like, it's really like 11 days.
Or your
So
anxiety just breaks through and forces you to go.
I might have to come home mid-trip. I might be jumping off the boat.
Well,
you know?
the fact that you're going away is making me feel a slight little bit better, even though you'll be in the States.
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm going to Cabo on Tuesday.
Tough life. Okay.
And then
Who you going with?
This is a bunch of my friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
This is Jake. This was the Jake 101 yesterday. What are you doing on Memorial Day? I go, you know what I'm doing on Memorial Day? Oh yeah, I go, just save it. The must be nice text.
Yeah.
We not he goes, oh, you knew I was typing it already. But dude, we literally were going. The last 2-3 years, we go away, my friends and I, for just to get away because we have a couple days off. Same weekend always, and then like kicks off summer. But
Yeah,
bro,
boys trip kicks off summer.
not a boys trip.
Must be nice.
Not a boys trip. There is not a boys trip. But Thursday to Monday, I'm looking at flights. They're like, yo, if we go Tuesday, so long story short, we're not paying to stay. My friend, his parents actually, instead of being snowbirds in Florida, they are snowbirds in Mexico.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
So like 30 minutes from like the hub, actually, where Cabo is. But they're like, bro, we could save, our flights were $2,400 for 2 people Thursday to Monday. He's like, yo, it's $1,100 if we go Tuesday to Tuesday.
Wow.
So I was like,
Pays for your expenses.
Pays for my anxiety medicine, yeah. But I said, I'm like, yo, I can't go away for a week. I haven't gone away for a week since I was a child and my parents took me to Disney. I cannot do a week. Luckily, I have work on a team that will back me on this, but I just found out yesterday we have our system, which is Octane, which is just Cardinal. I'm like, oh, I'm good. My friends gave me the room upstairs. I could work for a couple hours. No Octane service, and Octane, the only place you can't use it is Mexico or something like that.
Way.
So so Sal's like, I want to, because Sal was in Mexico just this past week. He got back Tuesday. Hey man, I got bad news for you. I'm like, what? Nope, no VPN, no access to Octane. But I've now asked him like 3 times, and I keep walking into his office. I'm like, yo, can you just confirm, like, I have email access, I have phone access.
Yeah.
If I need a pre-approval done, you'll do it?
Yeah.
Just send it over. So
Well, at least you have
luckily,
Wi-Fi.
so we have the team, but I mean, it goes back to the fact of like, all right, everyone's like, oh, you're going away. It's so great. It's so great. But at the same time, like, I'm going to have to answer my phone. Now, I mean, everyone already knows my anxiety, but I'll get into detail. But
I think we talked about it last
do you stress? Yeah, it's going to come up. Do you stress while you're away, or will you be able to enjoy yourself, put your phone away?
I mean, it's a little different. Like I'll let John start it off as a single guy. How do you do it when you go away? Do you still work? Like, how do you schedule your stuff?
I guess it depends, like, on how long I'm going away for, right? Like this weekend, I'm going upstate to golf, right? So it
must be nice.
Must
golf
be
trips on the
nice.
weekends, you know.
But it's like I'm not gonna walk off the, you know what I mean, the course.
We said that last time too. I can't wait until they watch that. I watched it today. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna be mad when they watch that.
So they'll be on here for you guys that are wondering who we're talking about. But I guess if it's like a short trip like that, right? Like I'll answer messages, look at emails, this, that, and the other. But a long trip, I definitely always bring my laptop. If I know that I have things going on that I have to schedule, like, and I think we talked about this, I think it's great. Like the atmosphere, once again, that we have at our office, I'm sure here too, that we have each other to back each other up. Like if I need to schedule something like closing, showing, appraisal, whatever it is, I'm like, hey,
Yeah, you have the team
I'll buy you
support.
some lunch or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly.
Buy you lunch.
Exactly,
I'll
yeah.
Buy you a C4. I'll buy you
something.
Yeah.
Right? I'll buy you Celsius.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll cover it for us. So, but obviously it depends on how busy you are at the time. I would say it's a lot different for you than it is for me because you know you're managing a whole
Because you're the boss.
office, you know,
Yeah.
and you obviously have 3 other people to look after while you're on vacation that you have to spend time with. So
Yeah, it's a little different, but also the same. Like I think it's as long as you prep. It's like public speaking. Like everybody hates public speaking, but I always tell people like you don't hate public speaking. Your fear is that you're gonna get up there, you're not gonna know what you're talking about. You're gonna sound like an idiot, and then your panic starts, your anxiety starts, you start sweating. Yeah, exactly. And then you
that's
just
twice, bro. You
start,
owe me Celsius, bro.
and then you just start like getting in your own head. So the best way to go against that is to prep. And like if it's something like if you put me up in front of 400 people to talk about like some
Pudgy
crazy
penguins.
English, well,
Pudgy
the
penguins.
other side of it, some sort of crazy English, like how to put periods and commas somewhere, I would be sweating and I would be uncomfortable. It'd be weird.
Or right.
Because you
I
don't know how to speak.
how to
Text.
speak English, So, but if you were to put me up there and be like, "Yo, just talk about NFTs and crypto and sports," I would just be up there all day, So it's the preparation. So I think, like tomorrow, how I say, it's not really a work day for me. It's going to be sitting down with Jonathan, with Travis, with Andrew, with Valone, with Edgar, with whoever I have business with, saying, "Hey, I'm going to be gone. I really would love it if I'm not bothered because I'll do the same for you. So here's what we got going on. This house, we need to get it cleaned, we need photos, and then it needs to be launched. Or this one, listen, we're not going to launch till I get back, but at least coordinate with the seller or buyer, and so on and so forth." So as long as I spend a full day and sit down with everybody and even write like a full email of contacts and everything like that, usually it's good and I don't get bothered much. But I do have a problem with setting boundaries, and my wife would be the first one to tell you that. It gets really uncomfortable for me inside for some reason when I see my phone ring and I know it's potential business, or I know it's something that like I should be taken care of, and for me to push that onto somebody else. It's one thing I'm working on in life is delegating better and just understanding that people are also good at their job, and it's not just me that can do everything, because I can't do a lot of things, and a lot of people are better than me at some things. So it's just a weird setting boundary thing.
It's tough. It's like you feel like I don't need to cut you off.
No, it's sorry,
It literally
I'll
is.
just
If
talk
you leave
forever.
and you don't answer the phone, that's how I feel, and I get bad. But it's like you feel like, all right, if I don't answer the phone, even if I give myself a couple days, no matter what, all right, if I miss this call or I drop the ball or I take a little bit longer than I normally would, boom, there's how many lenders under the sun they can go to.
Yep.
You know, you hope that some people are loyal, but the same thing. Like my friends will say to me, be like, "Oh, it's so sick. You know, you're your own boss. You pick and choose your hours. You don't have to go into work till 10 o'clock." Yeah, bro, you get to turn your phone off at 5 o'clock. You get to turn your phone off on Saturday and Sunday. Half of the time that we're busy is Saturday, Sunday. If you don't answer, you're not getting the business. If you don't answer, they're not getting their accepted offer. It's like you have people's livelihood on the line if you don't answer your phone at some times. Like, oh, am I getting this house?
Yep.
Let's see if your lender answers and confirms you're qualified, or else we're moving on to the next offer. So it's not all, you know, as it seems, but luckily, you know, I have the guys here. Like, I'm going to have computer, phone, and email access, which I'm thankful for, but like, literally they said that, like, Sally even said to me, he's like, you want me to access your email? Like, I'll access your email. I'm like, no, as much as I appreciate it, I would love to say yes, but for my own sanity, I can't give you my email access. You can access my emails, but I gotta at least get up and check my emails. I said, I'll just do everything I would do, and then they'll help me out, which I'm thankful for. But again, it's the same thing. It's like everyone's like, oh, you know, you take off, you do this, you go out to lunch. Yeah, my phone does not stop. My phone does not stop. I was trying to think. Last night I was on my phone.
Definitely comes down to like the boundaries thing. I think if you set them with your clients, they gotta understand, bro.
Of course.
Like they're human too. They have things to do. They have weekends that they're gonna be off in a way that we have to bother them.
True.
You know, it's like it does seem a little bit more like worrisome for us because we're the ones that are relying on something, but they're also relying on us for a lot.
I also do make it worse usually than it needs to be.
Again, back to overthinking, right?
Like I just immediately think, I'm like, this person's using me. They are expecting me to answer in 30 seconds. And then I'll text them and be like, oh, wow, like, thanks for the fast answer. I didn't expect you to answer.
There are cases where we do miss out on.
Of course.
So,
John's got
so that's a disaster.
Neighbors.
I'll say in a second, it's a disaster. But I just want to go back to the vacation thing and the boundaries thing. And it's not even just, I know we said it about vacations, but it's not even just the vacations. Like, we wanted to bring that up because we all are going away this week. So we wanted to bring up like the vacation part of the boundaries.
In case anyone's looking for us, we are away.
Yeah, we are away. But like when I'm on vacation, I try in the morning because I don't want the kids to see me on the phone. I don't want Steph to get mad, like not spending time with her. So I will try to make it like in the mornings. I'll wake up before all of them. I'll check my emails. I'll check my texts. I'll text all the team. I'll text you and I'll be like, hey, like
very short text.
Yeah, very short, simple. Right when the
4
sun's
paragraphs.
I'll send it to you and then I'll leave my phone. This is what I've been getting good at. Leave my phone in the room, and then say if we stop back in the hotel room for lunch or something, I'll check. I'll be like, Steph, I'm taking 20 minutes to go through stuff, and then I'll put it back down and I'll go out again. And all the pictures get taken from Steph's phone and everything. So I just leave it because if I see it, I have a disease and I will pick it up. But it translates to back home too. I mean, you guys don't know this yet, but you will at some point when you have kids and you're married. Like when you get home, when you guys get home, your hours don't end, so your phone keeps going, but you have all the time in the world. You're just, you're at the gym, you're on a date, you're going to watch Netflix, whatever you're doing, you're playing soccer, but like you don't have any other responsibilities besides that. It's like I get home, it's like, all right, now my 2 kids that haven't seen me all day,
I give you credit all the
literally
time,
are dragging my legs, and the happiness in their face to see me is like, wow, I need, like, this is making me happy too, So like I want that time, so I put my phone to the side, and then all of a sudden I get done playing with them for an hour and a half, and I'm like, Steph, what's up? And we start talking, and then like I want to hang out with her, and she wants to hang out with me, and the whole time like I see my phone in the corner, I just see like, and I just see it flashing, and by the time it's like 8:30, if I haven't touched it, there's 47 things, right now. I mean, I'll just give you anxiety. Right now, I have 713 missed text messages right now.
How?
713 missed text messages. I am good at my job. I do respond to all my clients. Most of them are from my mother and from group chats.
Mom, I'm not responding.
From group chats. And I have 132,681 emails. So
what?
So that's what happens when you have 2 kids and a wife and run a company.
I can't go to sleep if I have a notification icon with one next to it.
So
I have
as
to
you
clear
can
that.
tell, it is tough to set boundaries. And going back to what he said about missing a deal, this is my exact nightmare about why I pick up the phone all the time and why I text all the time and why I'm attached to my devices. Is last Sunday night, my boy Kyle hit me up and said, listen, I just helped my neighbor move his couch. He said he's selling. You gotta go. except that actual conversation didn't happen until Tuesday because I didn't pick up my phone Sunday night, thinking he just wanted something random or whatever. Trying to spend time with my family on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock. By the time I spoke to him Tuesday and had that actual conversation, I zoomed right over to that house. They were very nice people. They let me in, showed me the whole house. You know, everything was great. And then they told me I was a day late, and they listed with somebody else. They would have used me. They love me. They love Kyle, my neighbor, but I was a day late. And that's because I didn't pick up my phone Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So I ask you guys, like, to me, in my head, I just missed out on 15 grand. But to other people, when I talk about it, like I was talking about it with one of my inspectors, I think it was Frank, and he's like, dude, it's Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Like, who cares about the 15 grand? Like, you know, like you need your sanity. You need your life. You need time with your family and your friends. And that was my response. I'm like, are you paying my bills? Like, are you paying my mortgage? Like, I care, but where do we stop it? I know our lives are different,
of course,
but where do we stop it? Like, where do you see, what's the cutoff line of? I'm
told daily that I have to do a better job setting boundaries. You want to know, hey, speaking of anxieties, I got a new phone the other day. This new iPhone 14 has this shit where it just, the screen is always on.
Oh yeah.
So on top of the, bro, I put my phone on silent. I don't have, my phone doesn't ring, and I don't miss a call or a text, which is just, you know,
that's weird. I miss every single call.
That's a problem.
Mine vibrates. Mine doesn't vibrate.
I don't vibrate, bro. I have no vibrate, and I don't miss a call or a text. Tell me, am I wrong? Do I miss the phone calls? Or and if I do miss your call, I'm like, yeah, I'll be right 1 second. It's actually bad. Like, that's why my neck hurts. That's why my eyes are probably bad. But the new iPhone 14, I get it the other day, and I keep, like, I get my head on the Twitch every time it moves. Anytime anything happens, the light comes on. It's like
I think there's probably like a setting.
I turned it off already. Thank God. Yeah, I was gonna go into cardiac arrest. I turned it off. But the boundaries thing, and I hate to shout at Edgar again, but he tells me all the time, he's like, bro, you got to do a better job at setting boundaries. Like, it's the digital availability is truthfully what it is. I said it in the last one. It's literally because they can access you wherever you are. It's what they do. And I'm not gonna, you know, the other day I literally was in a meeting. And this person is a friend of mine, but I pre-approved him and he wanted me to run numbers. We're not a friend enough to the point where I'm on social media with him, but I woke up, it was 7:45. I looked at my phone. It's like, I'm going to leave these texts. The best thing that the iPhone now does have is you can mark them as unread, so you can go back to them. Mark it unread. I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym and then I'll go through my daily routine, go through the text, whatever. I get a DM, a message request. Please don't ignore my texts. Need numbers ran on. Yeah. And I was like, bro, I had texted him right now. I'm like, yo, I'm not ignoring you. It's literally 7:45. Like, let me open my eyes. That, you know, sometimes it's a little bit of digital availability. They like exceed the like what that's is respectful.
When someone's doing something like that, they have to be put in their place. Not like in a negative.
I don't do that. That's the thing.
But
all due respect, bro, it's 7:45.
Right, exactly. Like
I'm not ignoring you.
I have a life, you know. Like, I have to take care of myself.
Some people don't get that though.
Like, things will be done when they are going to be done. Like,
people don't. I had a client that I worked with for a year, and this is where it gets me. The thing is, I don't mind doing it. Like, as long as you know, I put in the effort, and one day I'm gonna reap the benefit of it.
Actually ignoring somebody or not doing the work.
Bro, I had a client for a year, 13 months. They put in. They had 3 accepted. Think about the market as it is, right? It's hard enough to get. They had 3 accepted offers, right? They backed out after inspection on all 3. They would text me at like 7 a.m. on Sundays, 9:30 p.m. on during the week, which is fine. I will answer you. I run your numbers. Hey, can you run these numbers? One of those people you just don't. They don't say thank you. Like it's one of 7:30. I'm answering you. All I answer. Maybe say thanks. It's just expected. It's like an entitlement, and they get a 4th accepted offer. They're moving forward with the house. We are clear to close. I get a phone call. Yeah, we're going somewhere else. We're going to, and literally, I think almost everybody in the industry knows the credit unions. They're not mortgage guys. They have the best options. They don't have to sell their loans to make any money. But I said to them, and I never will go back because it's a word of mouth business and referral. I'm not going to ever argue with somebody. But I said, all due respect, for the last 13 months was the 7 a.m. phone calls and the me running 50 different scenarios and the 9:30 p.m. answering the phone. That was worth $0, not a dollar to you. Like, you most likely wouldn't have gotten an accepted offer with a credit union pre-approval. Not a dollar. Yep. Unfortunately, man, now it's bottom line numbers. I'm like, bro, you beat me by like an 1/8 of a percent of an interest rate. Like, so that sometimes gets discouraging, and you're like, oh, I hate everybody, and I'm done.
From that, bro, it has to be a lesson to you where no matter how big the situation deal might be, like even if they're the nicest people in the world, maybe you do have to like set the time where it's 6-7 o'clock or whatever the case.
I should have put them in my normal daily schedule.
Like that's it. I'm not answering after this, because then you wouldn't have felt this bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly the problem. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like, all right, great. Some people are so thankful, and I have tons of people, more people than not, that are super thankful. Thank you for always answering the phone. Thank you for running these numbers in 10 seconds. But then you get those, and I'm just like, damn, everything I just did, like, this is,
I think you said the word perfectly, the digital availability. Mm-hmm. I think the thing that gets me is when I leave people unread, and then I'm posting on Instagram.
Yeah, that's always the worst.
Like, because they know I'm on my phone. They know I'm here. And
it's so bad.
Shouldn't have read receipts, bro.
Well, first of all, if you know anybody, like all of us, we're all on our phones. So if we don't respond to your message, like, we're ignoring you kind of. And it's not an ignoring, though. It's we're doing something and we're going to get to it. But, people do know that we're seeing it, so it probably frustrates them. But then it frustrates them even more when it's all of a sudden like, at Bayside, putting on there, and I haven't answered their,
laying on the grass in Country Village, drinking a C4.
Yeah, but I'm not answering you. But I don't know. That's just, something
it's tricky
that
because
is
like,
hard.
It's
Yeah.
you have to kind of hide your life. It sucks. Like, we want to show what we're doing, which is like cool, right? Sometimes it's annoying. We post too much.
Bro, my friend.
But at the same time, it's like, you have to think about why you're posting something. Like, no, like we want to be able to like do what we want to do.
Who didn't you answer yet? And who's going to see your post and be like, what the fuck?
Why is it like that? It shouldn't be like that. People are just always going to get
I just went for one of my best friend's bachelor party this past weekend. I went to Miami for literally Thursday to Sunday. I didn't even want to tell people or let anybody know that I was away.
Bro, you posted like one thing.
Because I'm actually going. Because I'm actually, and it was on Saturday too. Because I'm actually going away. So like I don't want to tell people like I'm going away and then hey, I'm back, I'm going away. Obviously you guys know, but like you're my friends outside of work. But I literally my friends were like yo, why aren't you sharing our stories here? Yo, we look good in your story. I'm like, bro, I'm not sharing this right now. I can't let work know that I'm in Miami. Like,
that's so bad. Like,
it's terrible. It's terrible. I should be able to, but that's the difference. But I mean, other than that, that's kind of the life we live with this whole industry and vacation and such. But
and I think the positive though of this all, the positive of this setting our own hours kind of thing, we just went over all the negatives. The positives are that we do, if we plan it right, if we set the correct boundaries, we do have the opportunity to not only make endless amounts of money, but also spend endless amount of time with our kids, and our friends and vacations. And one of the things I always pride myself on, I've said this from the beginning to Steph and to my kids, like, I'll be at everything. Like, I'm the coach of the flag football team. I don't know how you do it.
Bingo night.
Celsius is in C4.
That's why now we know why I need C4.
He wakes up at 4 in the morning, chugs one, and then has one.
Football is 2 practices a week plus a game, and I got 15 kids on my team, and I got 15 parents I got to talk to all the time. Track and t-ball, baseball. I got to bring Aiden there. Like Steph tonight is bringing Aiden to baseball because I have a meeting at 5:15. But I'm meeting them there, and I'm gonna watch the game. Like, it's just something that, the kids are everything, and them, that's something that they're gonna remember forever.
Of course, yeah.
And I hate the parents that you see that are just never there. Like, you randomly see one guy, and it's always the mom or something, and you're like, where's the dad? It's 6:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like, where could he possibly be that he's not here? And that's just something that I don't like. Gossips, something that I don't want them to feel. And it allows us to also, people that don't have kids, to enjoy happy hours at 2:00 during the spring and summer. Waterfront margaritas at Bayside on Friday 3:00.
Especially now with Serhant. Shout out to Serhant. They have so many events, bro. The Hamptons and the city.
Where were we yesterday? At the castle?
Northport. The castle. He could castle just like.
We have
the ability to do all that. Like. I'll get like a phone call from someone, and they're like, "Oh, well, like you had an event, another networking event, huh?"
Yeah. Like I'm sitting behind my desk. I'm sitting behind my desk. It's 2:00 on Tuesday.
The job is, right? Like, you gotta networking, meet people.
So where's your favorite spot during the spring and summer on the South Shore to hang out? Like, what's your go to?
Fire Island.
Fire Island. What do you like?
I grew up going to Fire Island.
What part?
I grew up. My parents go to Atlantique literally my whole middle school, high school. I was there less in high school, but.
That's where that shack thing is, right?
Yeah, Thursday to Sunday, I would literally sleep on my parents' boat. They're there still, same boat, same group of friends. That's their religion.
Sleep on a boat and it moves around.
It's the best. It rocks you to sleep, bro. It rocks you to sleep. It's the best sleep you get.
Yeah,
100%. Mm-hmm. You want to buy my boat? Anybody want to buy my boat? It's for sale.
I heard
24-foot center console. Take it.
I heard it.
I'll pay for it to be put in the water.
How are you
I have
gonna-
too many damn weddings this year.
How are you gonna go to Fire Island then if you don't have a boat? You're gonna ferry it?
My parents, my cousin,
Okay.
ferry.
Everybody you know has a boat.
A lot of people, yeah.
Okay. So
I own none of them. Just one that I'm trying to sell.
So
I go to Cabo.
So your thing is during the summertime, your thing is just go over to Fire Island and whatever happens there happens. Like where do you go when you're there?
I usually go to Atlantique or we'll go to Ocean Beach. You know, depending
like
on
spot. Like you just go to the beach or
so a literal like a normal day would be like, let's just say the Saturday morning, head over to the beach, chill on the beach all day. I like the beach. Like that's my thing. That's why I don't really golf well, because I traded off the second sun comes out, I'm not golfing anymore. It's time for the beach.
You know what I noticed? Sorry to cut you off. Is that like people who are real Fire Island people? I'm a transplant. People who are real Fire Island or South Shore people, like they say, yeah, I'm going to the beach. Like to me, that meant like Robert Moses or like Crab Meadow in North Shore. But to South Shore people, that means Fire Island.
Yeah, that's the only. I won't go. I refuse to go to Robert Moses. No way.
That's so
Can't
weird.
go. I'll swim across the bay before I go to Robert Moses.
Like for me to go to Fire Island, it's like I had to plan
the whole trip.
Day,
it's a whole day.
I'm
It's a whole day.
State,
bro. You live 5 minutes from the ferry. What are you doing?
No, bro. It's like
I gotta go on a ferry. I gotta carry something.
See, that's the thing though. Is I have the luxury of like my parents have a boat that they stay on, so it's like we'll go to the beach for the day. Like all my friends will come over. We'll go to the beach and then like we'll go back to my parents' happy hour. We'll barbecue by the boat, and then we'll either go home.
They
stay on the boat.
So they're at the dock where everyone you hop on when you hop off the dock, everybody's barbecuing. All
yeah, it's like their whole the same people every
How many times
every
do we get
weekend.
invited to this summer?
My parents, you can go there. Whatever the fuck you
He's on his
want.
boat. He's gonna be like, I got this. I got that.
I have 11
You don't got
weddings
friends.
starting June 9th.
11 weddings,
11
bro.
weddings, bro. You want to go? You can go.
That's- wedding.
That's an expensive
No,
summer.
bro,
Yeah, I have to go close loans. I have to actually end this podcast right now because I got to go close a loan so I can pay for the next two. Also, let's close yours.
So
My boy's buying a house.
Congratulations. So if you're not on the beach and you actually go to a spot, like if you wanted to not get skin cancer and you wanted to go inside and
I got an umbrella at the Fire
For
Island.
somebody like you.
I know. Look at this. Get a drink or something to eat. Like where do you go?
In the summer? So you're saying basically not a beach. Don't go to the beach. Don't go. Cross Fire Island off
I get
the list.
it. You go to the beach. You like going to the beach.
If we have drinks, it's
You like
almost
having
always
your
at Fire
shirt
Island.
off, showing your tattoos. I get it. But like,
guy.
like when you go and like you need
On
food.
Fire Island?
Yeah.
I go to Ocean Beach.
Well, again, that's a town. Like I don't understand what you're saying.
You want to pick a spot?
Yeah, like a spot. Like if I wanted to
Hausers
go-
is a good
Okay.
spot. Chill out back at Hausers. Have a zippy. This is I might get this is
Zippy's like Red Bull and vodka and
Bacardi
and
Limon.
lemonade? Oh,
It's
no. Okay.
Bacardi Limon, splash cranberry.
Okay. And it's like
Sprite?
frozen. It's frozen, right?
No. Bro, you live on Long Island and East Side Suburban. You don't know what a zippy
I
is.
don't know what that is.
I know what Rocket Fuel is. It's like
Rocket
It's
Fuel,
like
yeah.
pina colada with 151, right?
Yeah, Rocket Fuel is dangerous. Yeah,
Okay.
but
so Zippy's.
I'm gonna get roasted
Zippy's
also.
like a
If
7-Up.
anybody that works at Fire Island watch this, and I got it is 7 Up.
Zippy's like the 7-Up with the cranberry. And,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Over there though, like I have family members that have houses over there. I really am. I'll be honest with you, Fire Island a lot. Like it's if you say I go to a spot, it's literally Fire Island. Or I'll be by my parents' pool, my backyard. In terms of like locally, not really much. I just go anywhere besides the Island Mermaid.
Okay.
If anyone's gonna listen to this, don't ever go to the Island Mermaid.
I've been there.
Not gonna get into
I've been there
details.
once or twice, and honestly, I've waited like an hour and a half for like food. It's been weird. It's horrible.
Yeah, that guy.
But you know what? Also, that I'm noticing now, speaking to him, is he calls it the beach, and then people who actually go to Fire Island like all the time, they actually just go to the beach. Like they don't go to bars. And when we go to Fire Island, it's like, all right, what are we doing when we get there?
Oh, it's a full day event.
Yeah.
That's like my friends from Nassau. Like when they come to Fire Island, it's like we're going to Fire Island, get on the ferry, we're getting
Going
dressed, and we're
flames
going out.
down there.
Yeah.
They
So
have to fucking have a whole night.
I just go to hang out. But
Yeah.
That's nice.
let me ask you something before we wrap this thing up. They didn't put an event in here. No air conditioning.
I'm going right over the vent, so.
Oh, there is a vent. All right, Levy's got these pants on too, by the way.
Oh, same pants.
Put everybody on?
Yeah. All right, what do we got? We're bringing it for an hour?
Yeah, no, I wanted to just do.
Go ahead.
Just
What do you
wanted
got?
to real quick.
NFTs?
No. Same thing. I just wanted to ask John what he does during spring and summer, just while we're on this topic, on the South Shore, because I know some people who are
what he
watching
does.
this. If we have any viewers that are going to watch this, I don't know. Just trying to see, what places we like to go.
If you guys are looking for Jonathan, where will he be?
Yeah,
Right?
where will
I
this
be?
sexy Latino man be doing the 1-2 step?
That's what we call it. What is it, Johnny Two-Step?
The Johnny 2-step dance.
If I don't sell my bike, I'll be riding my bike.
Oh, I forgot
I got a
bike.
Harley. If anybody wants to buy a Harley, I think $6 that.
Package deal, boat Harley.
The
package.
market is so great.
Yes,
we're selling boats. We're selling motorcycles.
Houses. Yeah.
Any vehicles you need, boats, houses,
I don't know. I think, at least for as far as our office goes, I think Americano has gotten very popular for us, right?
Oh yeah,
Nice
of course.
sip.
Yeah.
Great food, great drinks. The owner is one of our clients, right? Your clients.
Correct. And Jake's friends.
Jake,
He's friendly with all of us, which is always awesome
That's
to
cool.
go
He's
to a
actually
spot.
going to be on my volleyball team.
Oh, he
This
is?
summer, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
So
Look at
that'd be
that.
cool.
This
What team?
guy.
What team am I on?
Did you invite him to be?
I was invited in the winter. We were prepping teams. Who wants him? We were
Yeah,
like,
you never hit us up.
Wow.
never hit you up. I talk to you all every day. What are we talking
Bro,
about?
some
this
about
guy.
volleyball, bro.
So he created a team. Didn't even invite you.
Yeah, that's
But-
wild.
That's
Hey, what'd you
crazy.
play?
Of course, I would play on a
All right,
Wednesday
so you're
night.
going to be the captain.
That's
You want to play so bad?
went
I'll
from
make you be the
zero to
captain.
captain.
I know. I don't want some pity invite now. Edgar told me that I was getting on a team with Edgar,
Oh.
and it was a team. Like I don't think you were on the team, and then that shit just disappeared.
So
Good to know.
I think what
All right, so
happened
you're on the team.
to get
I don't
off
want the
topic
petty
for
shit.
1 second, real quick. We had three teams last
teams.
year, and I think like Edgar was the captain of one team, and that's probably what he was bringing. He forfeited his rights of captainship, I
realized-
guess, because he didn't want to like be responsible for people showing up and not showing up. So I guess he doesn't have a team anymore, and I think Jonathan kind of took over and probably just didn't invite you.
Yeah,
That's
which is
probably what
complete.
happened.
I'm
It's weird.
Because Steph kind of made the list for us out of all the people at the office.
Steph's on my team. Damn,
Yeah, but
throwing
she was
Steph
trying to
under the
help us
bus.
out.
Look at
All
it.
right. So now I have to. What league are you in? I'm gonna assemble a team. Now.
Avengers.
So anyway, it's Wednesday, Bayside.
You have Lorenzo on that team?
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Jump on the squad, bro.
Nah, I don't do the pity. I
Bro,
don't,
it's
no
not.
pity.
You don't even come to. I've always asked you, bro. Let's go
here
have
we
a
go with
drink.
this.
So
Let's
here
go
we go.
do this,
We're,
that, and the other.
cutting this
Cutting it.
part.
Bro.
So anyway,
Whatchamacallit.
All right, so
episode 2. Wrap it
Americano.
up.
so anyway, Americano is a great spot. I do agree.
In Bayshore, Coastal is a popular spot. Right?
Coastal is possible.
And they do have an outside too,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
a little
cool.
cool vibe. Both cool vibes.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll get the green light on if we're allowed to talk about this. But Jake is actually opening up a spot.
He will be on the next episode.
So that's
across
actually
the
a great.
street
That's a great.
with the Coastal guys.
That's a
right?
great intro. So, one of our partners, Jake Guadagno, he's a realtor. He does residential and commercial. He's actually opening up a restaurant in Bayshore. So, kind of what we wanted to do here is transition into chatting up a little bit of South Shore spots that we like going, and then next week we're gonna actually have on Jake, and he's gonna tell us, basically the vibe behind what he's trying to do, a little bit about Bayshore town itself and the actual project that he's working on. So that's gonna be awesome. And before we go, I just have to shout out my favorite spot, Bayside Clan Bar. So
I've never been there.
Been going there for the whole 5 years I've lived in East Islip. Probably I would say 40 times a summer we go there. It's every Friday pretty much. Me
and it's not even just
Steph.
you; it's the whole town.
No,
or anybody that docks a boat there, they're there.
So basically,
like that?
Oh, it's mobbed, bro.
3 or 4 groups of our immediate friends that have children our age as well. So that's why we love it. It's an open grass field. Before COVID, they had cornhole and stuff. I think they're bringing that back, but it just feels.
Is that where we play volleyball in that area?
Yes,
Yes,
right
East Side of Marina.
So they allow dogs, so we bring our dogs there. So yeah, Fridays it's mobbed. Saturdays, Sundays they have live music, and you're literally just watching boats.
I
go
docked my
by.
boat there for a little while.
There you go,
And it
dock
was-
your boat there.
You'd hook up, they'd give you a zippy in like you get
Zippy.
Chinese wonton, like you get
Yeah,
soup
yeah,
in
yep.
the pint.
No.
Dude, they do
Bro,
those now.
and they-
Margaritas,
so you can go
put
sit
it
on your boat.
in that. Yeah,
that's sick.
You just put they
Yeah,
stab it and they put
you go
the
sit on your
straw
boat
in.
like you could hear the live music, and you
Yep.
just chill on your boat. That's what everybody does.
That's dope.
And you could ride, like for us, we live kind of right over there, so we ride the scooters there,
Yeah.
ride our bikes there. So no drinking and driving. But it's just a great place for everybody, for the kids, for families, and people with no kids just that want to hang out. And plus, we play volleyball there. So after volleyball, it's
Oh, you guys play volleyball there? Must be nice.
yeah.
I don't know. I wonder what the hell.
Why
That's
is.
give
really
me
fucked
shit?
up,
You're not gonna
honestly.
talk to him about
Lot of local-
5 years, bro. He's never put you on the team.
I mean, we had a team. I don't know. We have a
Drop
team.
Travis.
It's your
Drop
loss, bro.
Travis.
Wow.
Put him on-
Travis,
he dropped
this
Travis.
guy.
He
Wow.
dropped Travis, bro.
Oh.
He couldn't put you on the team.
That's messed up, bro. This guy.
I'm not as tall as Travis, but-
he's talking shit about Travis.
No,
He's
'cause
not
you
inviting
dropped.
you.
So me and Travis will make a team. It is
You
what
wanna
it
be
is.
on my team.
Exactly. We got our own team. I'm gonna call him right now. Let's wrap this one up.
Wrap this up.
Whatchamacallit episode 2 over and out. I think we just promoted about 50 different restaurants and brands. Hopefully ourselves. Me and John will be on vacation, but we will answer the phone. So if you need us, contact us.
If John doesn't answer, call me.
Next week, Jake Guadagno on the show.
Jake O'Dagno will be here if we get that guy. He's very busy.
He's very
busy.
Yeah.
Very. He's probably on the couch right now watching a movie. Probably have a Snapchat as we speak of him laying on the couch.
Doing his hair, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Twice for the second time today.
Or at the pizzeria.
Oh, yeah, those are your three options.
Definitely.
Couch, jail, pizzeria. Jake in a
Closing
nutshell.
deals in every spot.
Yeah, we'll roast him next week when he's here. But shout out Lev, always man behind the camera. And enjoy your trip, John.
Whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit, take two.
Cool.